can and should celebrate all of the free water from Mother Nature this week, but ultimately it's going to take a lot more to move the needle on our drought problem.
Yeah, we are seeing cutbacks all over the state. In Golden, they actually just posted that stage 1 drought restrictions take effect today. State fire officials say that this year could really test our resources. 9 News reporter and anchor Jennifer Meckel, she joins us to break down the seasonal outlook. Hey, good morning, Jenny.
Hi guys, so the headline for 2026 is that fire officials say it's going to be a challenging year. Challenging is a really nice way of what I would say it's going to be a doozy of a summer, guys. June and July is going to be really tough. That's the highest risk time of year they're worried about. They're worried about the western slope. They're worried about the front range. And every place in our state right now, every part of our state is under some kind of drought. We have had more red flag days this year, double the number so far this year compared to last year. We're already in this position, right? Things have already started getting tough. Fire crews have already fought several wildfires this spring and dropped about 200,000 gallons of product from their aircraft already. Fire officials say they have spent a decade building capability for a season like this. We own some of our own aircraft. We've built up staffing and ground operations. And now it's going to get put to the test this year. Now, Colorado's federal partners in agencies like the Forest Service insist they're also ready to pitch in if needed. Their firefighting staffing, they say, actually lines up with previous years, even though there were all those big federal job cuts last year under the Trump administration. Federal partners this year say it's going to be okay. They feel like their staffing is at a normal level.
Service is poised to have the same response that we've had in years past at the national level, clear down to the local entities. So we have the same resources that we had last year.
It's an interagency system that will be stretched thin, no doubt about it, and we just have to rely on the true partnerships and the collaboration that take place from that local fire department all the way up to our through the state and our federal partners.
So as confident as the state feels about our own resources, there is some uncertainty about those federal resources, not just the question around staffing, but also after a fire, whatever the damage may or may not be, what kind of disaster aid might be coming in? Because recently the Trump administration has denied disaster aid from a fire last year. When asked about that, though, yesterday in a press conference with all these state fire leaders, they said, you know, we're hopeful. We really need those federal partnerships. It's not going to change the amount of resources we pour into fighting fires. But if we don't get disaster aid on the back end, it really will slow down and make more challenging the recovery for communities in Colorado. Back to you.